Does it ever feel like you're running on a treadmill? You're working your tail off, putting in the hours, but you're not actually getting any closer to the life you really want to live. So many of us feel stuck chasing the goals society tells us we should want. The next promotion, a bigger house, a little validation from our boss, only to get there and find out it's empty. It's an exhausting cycle. But what if the secret to getting unstuck wasn't out there in some new job or a bigger paycheck? What if the single most powerful investment you could ever make is one that grows every single day? An investment no one can ever take away from you. What if it's an investment in you? From day one, we're taught to invest our time, money, and energy into things outside of ourselves. We hustle for a company's bottom line, we chase fleeting moments of recognition, but that whole approach has a huge flaw. It puts our sense of worth and progress in someone else's hands, making us vulnerable to everything from economic downturns to bad bosses. This focus on the external is a fast track to burnout. You pour everything you have into a system that was never designed to pour back into you. What's the result? You end up drained, directionless, and wondering why all your hard work hasn't added up to a life that feels like your own. The problem isn't your work ethic, it's where you've been aiming it. You've been investing in assets that lose value when the most valuable, inflation-proof asset has been with you the whole time. The biggest shift you can make is to turn that energy inward. Legendary investor Warren Buffett once said that the best investment, by far, is anything that develops yourself. And he wasn't just dropping a feel-good platitude, he was sharing a core life strategy. Just like money in a high-interest savings account, small, consistent investments in your skills, your mindset, and your health compound into incredible results. Success isn't an accident. It's the sum of our daily habits. So, where do we find the blueprint for this? We can turn to the collective wisdom of the world's sharpest minds, conveniently packed into the best self-improvement audiobooks. They offer a roadmap, not for a quick fix, but for a real transformation built on 3 simple pillars. The most powerful force in self-development is the compound effect. It's so simple, but it's everything. Most of us overestimate what we can do in one day, but wildly underestimate what we can do in a year. We get discouraged when we don't see huge results right away, so we quit. But real change is quiet. It's almost invisible day to day. In his game-changing audiobook, Atomic Habits, James Clear breaks it down perfectly. If you get just 1% better each day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. But if you get 1% worse each day, you slide almost all the way down to 0. The little things that seem so small and unimportant at first will stack up into remarkable results, but only if you stick with them. That's the secret. It's not about some superhuman effort. It's about the boring, consistent repetition of tiny, positive habits. Think about it. Reading 10 pages of a book doesn't feel like much. But that's 3,650 pages a year, about 12 books. A 20-minute daily walk seems minor, but that's over 120 hours of movement in a year. These aren't grand gestures, they are tiny, atomic habits that build a completely new reality. The trick is to stop looking for a quick fix and start embracing the power of small, smart choices made over and over again. So here's your first step. Start so small you can't possibly say no. What's one tiny thing you can do today to be 1% better? Can you do 5 push-ups? Drink 1 extra glass of water? Write down one thing you're grateful for. The goal isn't the immediate result. The goal is to become the kind of person who just shows up. Your mindset is the filter through which you see the world, and it basically dictates what you believe is possible for yourself. A lot of us operate from a fixed mindset without even knowing it. That's the little voice that says, "I'm just not good at math," or "I'm not a creative person." It treats our talents as if they're set in stone. This belief makes us terrified of failure because we see it as a final judgment on who we are. But there's another way. A growth mindset. a term from the brilliant work of Dr. Carol Dweck, is the belief that your abilities can be developed through hard work and dedication. It reframes challenges from threats into opportunities. Failure stops being a dead end and becomes a lesson. This is the mindset of every top performer. Thomas Edison didn't see his 1,000 failed attempts at a light bulb as failures. He saw them as 1,000 steps on the path to getting it right. Audiobooks like Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic are all about this, urging you to choose curiosity over fear. When you truly adopt a growth mindset, your whole inner world changes. I can't do this becomes I can't do this yet. I failed becomes I learned. This isn't just playing with words. It's rewiring your brain to open up a universe of possibility. You stop chasing perfection and start chasing progress. If this idea of building a better you is hitting home, do me a small favor and hit that like button. It lets me know you're getting value from this and helps this message find others who might need it. Now, for your next step. For 1 week, just listen to your own self-talk. When you catch yourself saying something from a fixed mindset, like, I'm so undisciplined, just gently reframe it with a growth perspective. I'm building discipline through practice. This simple act of reframing is a powerful way to take back control of your own story. Let's be honest, motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what builds a life. The most successful people don't wait until they feel like it to get things done. They rely on daily rituals that push them forward no matter their mood. And the most important ritual of all is how you start your day. The first 60 minutes are the rudder for the next 23 hours. In the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey's very first habit is be proactive. It means designing your life instead of just reacting to it. But what do most of us do? We wake up, immediately grab our phone and start reacting to a flood of emails, notifications, and other people's problems. That puts us in a defensive, stressful state from the jump. Investing in yourself means winning the morning. This doesn't mean you have to wake up at 4 a.m., but it does mean waking up with a purpose. A great morning routine usually has a few key things: hydration, movement, and mindfulness. It could be as simple as drink a glass of water, do 10 minutes of stretching, and spend 5 minutes journaling. Daily journaling especially is an amazing tool for getting clear on your thoughts, and it's critical to protect this time from distractions like social media. These actions are simple, but that doesn't make them easy. They require the discipline to choose what's important over what feels urgent. By starting your day with intention, by investing in your own mind and body before giving your energy away, you send a powerful message to yourself and the world. You come first. Here's your step for this section. Tonight, design your ideal first 30 minutes of tomorrow. Write it down. Maybe it's drink water, do 20 push-ups, read 10 pages. Then tomorrow morning, before you even think about your phone, just do it. Just for 1 day. And see how it changes the entire feel of your day. These 3 pillars, compounding growth, a growth mindset, and daily rituals, aren't separate ideas. They all feed each other. Your daily rituals build the discipline that strengthens your growth mindset. And your growth mindset is what keeps you committed to those tiny 1% improvements. It's the engine of self-investment. It isn't about one huge heroic moment. It's about thousands of small, private choices that over time build a completely new you. The world will always try to sell you on investing in things that are outside of yourself, but stocks can crash, companies can fail, and praise disappears. The skills you build, the wisdom you gain, and the resilience you create are yours forever. Investing in yourself pays the best interest, and it's the surest path to a life filled with meaning and success. The person you're going to be a year from now is being created in the small choices you make today. So the real question isn't who's going to let you achieve your dreams, it's who's going to stop you. What's the one small habit you're going to start today to invest in yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want to join a community of people dedicated to growing together, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's get 1% better together.